Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue 13. So let's see what's going on with this issue, and let's talk about the cover. Yeah, great cover. I always love the art for these Ultimate Comic stories. It's probably one of my favorite, covers that come out every month, and this is no exception. Great, great, great art, and love just the shield in the background, just the way they do it. And Captain America is a big player in this issue, so it's definitely not misleading. The one thing that it is Divided We Fall tie-in, which I did not expect because I expecting that more to, yes, I know it's an Ultimate Comics event, but it's a bigger, X-Men event. And I was like, how are they going to connect Miles Morales with Divided We Fall? So I'll talk more about that in, later in this review, but just keep that in mind. Let's see what's going on with this issue, though. Let's see if I enjoyed the story. So, Captain America finds out there's a new Spider-Man. Captain America says, alright, well, it's my fault that Peter died, so, let me help this kid, or, at least confront him. So, that's what happens in the beginning of this issue. And then Miles is still very upset about Uncle Aaron's death, thinking it's his fault, and probably we'll see that in more issues to come because he still really feels grief, just like Peter did with Uncle Ben, thinking that it is his fault. Oh, I killed my Uncle Aaron. They're both uncles, but go figure. But, Uncle Aaron was not a good guy, and it really wasn't Miles' fault, but Miles really is, punching himself in the stomach because he just feels so much grief about it. But we get to see a little bit of that in this issue. We also get to see he gets a phone call from someone. Well, like, I'm thinking the readers, at least I thought, the readers are thinking, this has to be Captain America. We saw him in the beginning. Captain America wants to confront him. But we get to see it was actually Aunt May and Gwen that confront him, saying, I found something at Peter's, and I think you deserve it. And they just have a talk with him, which I love that. I love that they brought Aunt May and Gwen into Miles' life. I love their characters in the past Ultimate Spider-Man stories with Peter, and I'm glad that there still could be in a story without Peter being alive, and I really love, passing the torch kind of thing. But someone stops that in the end. This is a little cliffhanger, so I'm going to tell you guys what, a little spoiler, so be warned. Captain America says, I don't think this young man will be Spider-Man anymore. So Captain America doesn't like the idea that Miles is Spider-Man and is going to try and stop it. So we got, Gwen and Aunt May accepting that there's a new Spider-Man. They knew that Peter sacrificed his life for a good reason, and accepting Miles as the new Spider-Man and actually helping him out. But then Captain America, they're saying, no, stay away. Miles is not, they're trying to separate both of them. Trying to show that. But, yeah, so it's trying to separate both of them, saying, no, Miles is not Spider-Man. And I think it's because he doesn't want a guilty conscience. If Miles dies, it's going to be his fault also, because Peter died. Especially since Miles is only 13. So I think that's why Captain America's doing it. My guess, I think Captain America should just train Miles. It seems like Miles is getting more help with, Iron Man, with all these people, that Peter really didn't get help with. And I think that will make Miles a stronger character, a stronger hero, if Captain America helps train him, and I would love to see that. Hopefully we do see that in future issues, because I don't think Miles is not going to be Spider-Man. Maybe for a couple issues he will, if, whatever happens in the next issue happens. But I don't think he's going to quit being Spider-Man. It's called Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, I think Captain America is going to be like, alright, I'll have to let you be Spider-Man, I think that's going to happen. And again, hopefully we see more Aunt May and Gwen. I love that ending scene with them, and that, like, kind of an unexpected twist of being them on the phone. I did not expect that. I was expecting it to be Captain America, and then Captain America coming in, waltzing into the building saying, you can't be Spider-Man. So that whole entire last page was great, and I really liked this issue. Some good Uncle Aaron grief. Really like that. You get to see how Miles is. There's actually one scene that just makes you so teary and so bad for Miles. Him just, let me see. You can see just him, like, crying about Uncle Aaron, just him thinking Uncle Aaron keeps telling him that, you're just like me. Showing that, yeah, you killed me, so you're just like me. Becoming his worst enemy. And, I think that's what Miles is also upset, because, like, his father, trying to console him, says, oh, I can't even explain Uncle Aaron, he wasn't a good guy, and, Miles says, yeah, he was just mean. And that really sums up his character. He was just mean. And, Miles does not want to be like Uncle Aaron, even though Uncle Aaron, his dying words were, you're just like me. And I think that scares Miles. And I think that's another reason he's grieving. And he also thinks it's his fault. So, yeah, I really like that in this issue. Really liked a lot of stuff. The only thing that I feel like Divided We Fall on the cover is a little misleading because we get like mentions, oh yeah, it's happening in the world, Divided We Fall, with the whole mutant thing and the government, but it's not like them being in the battle. So I feel like that's a little bit misleading of tie-in. That's really the only thing I didn't like about this issue was the Divide We Fall really wasn't a tie-in, especially for people like just picking up this issue because they want to pick it up for Divide We Fall, really loving Ultimate Comics X-Men, probably like, oh, I want to try the series out, and they'll be totally lost. It's like, who's Uncle Aaron? So I think for those type of people, well, for those people who picked this issue up just because they picked it up for Divide We Fall are going to be lost, and that's a little misleading. I don't like that about that, especially since it's not a great jumping on point for this issue. So it's really for readers who have been reading since issue 1. So I felt like that was a little misleading. That was really the only thing I didn't like. There's a lot of great stuff in this issue. I gave it 4.5. Great art, great everything. Really good issue. Worth picking up, and I say give it a 4.5. I say pick it up. This is Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Random Situations. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's Comic Uno. I give it 4.5, and I say pick it up. See you guys.